This van's a Globecar 640 DK. It's a bit like Marmite or Margaret Thatcher. You either love it or hate it. And I'm going to show you, but first of all, the details of it before going in. So you can see it's on a Fiat Ducato or a Citroen jumper, 635 centimeters by 205 by 261. And price down here 52,318. Kick-off price is 44,500 euros. Now I'm going to show you directly why you either love it or hate it. Never mind the things everyone other vans got. It's got two doors here on either side. What could they be? Well, I'll tell you what, open this one here first. Push that onto the back. So that's closed. Here you have your shower, which also doubles as a wardrobe. Or you can wash your socks and leave them up there. That's a relatively good idea. Here, look at this. Bear in mind, this is only 205 centimeters wide on the outside, not including the mirrors, of course. There. Love it or hate it. What you've got here is plenty of room to use the toilet. But if the door were closed, yeah, I'll try and lock myself in the toilet. I'll close the door if I can. Well, actually, I think I could just about close the door, but at a push. If it were my van, as it isn't, I don't want to start messing around with it. The idea here, you've got this really big space. Nobody else is doing something like this. It's totally unique, as far as I'm aware. Sorry, I say no one else is doing it. What I should say is I haven't seen anything like this anywhere else. So you've got lots here of space for your bathroom. I'll close the thing back. Come around here. I shall show the rest quite quickly. Bed. You've got your fridge there. You've got a bit more storage down here. So you've got another wardrobe if you like in there, including the shower as a wardrobe. So a Fiat or Citroen base. This one here is an automatic Fiat. Fiat's usually slightly more expensive than Citroen. I don't think they actually made a difference between the two. I'm not sure the kitchen as well. Kitchen, you would say, like all Campervans, not much difference between them. Domestic, 2 burners, sink, domestic, standard. Oh, but 9, come and see here. I'll give you the size of the bed as well, because that is could be important for you. 196 by 151 centimeters, or 146. What's 140? 151 or 146? Okay. What do you think of that? Good idea or not? Oh, I'll give you some of the extras as well. What you're actually paying for on the the colours, 599. All-in packet, automatic gearbox, 2,120 litre fuel tank. We've got alu hubcaps, the radio and speaker system, tempo map, what you call that in English, cruise control, LED daylight running lights. Okay, so there you've got the extra things there. Right, so here on the back, gas cupboard on the left, plenty of storage there. If you want to, you can move the bed up and it will give you a bit more space. There, you've got a hole through there should you need to carry something which is particularly long, like for example skis or something like that, which also doubles as a place to put your foot when you're getting into bed. So it's love it or hate it. You know, in a van of this size, it's difficult to find a place for the toilet, given as well that the van is so narrow. Yeah, I'll show you around the stand a bit. This one here's got 2 beds in. It's a bit difficult to do go and show exactly because there's so many people around. Now the 2-win was originally designed for 2 people, but now they've put it up to 4. Somewhat defeating the object of a 2-person van. The object is that of course you can get more space for other things if you take the rear bench out. Now, some of these vans I have on other films shown in more detail, so you might have to actually look for them on my website. This thing here, a Campster, it's a car with a bit of camping stuff on. But for the price, you're better off getting a Campervan, in my opinion. And for example, of all of them, I prefer the Vario, which is down here. Now, on one of my sites, sorry, my YouTube site, that is, somebody wrote about this van, that's an ugly van. I said, well, yes, maybe it is ugly, but it's practical. And if I were to take one, I would take something like that. Look, 545 centimeters in length. You've got the bed up the top there. You've got this bit down here, which you can also use for sitting around and eating or drinking or whatever when somebody's in the bed, because it's like an upper story, so to speak. As you come in, you've got your toilet and washroom here in the back, and in this case, you've even got you've got additional sleeping there, which could instead be used as storage. So I think that is a pretty good way of doing things. You know? Not a bad idea at all. So, ugly maybe, practical yes. I'll show you this as well. There you go. If you want to use just one burner, you can do so. Alternatively, take the whole lot off, and you can use 3. I've done that in more detail in another film. The thing fell on the floor. Look, that's only 52,000 as well. Ideal for 4, it says. I'll get the 2-person one. Oh no, we'll have a look in the back. Whilst we're here, Citroen jumper. There, look at all that storage as well. So you either sleep here or store here. Oh, and that's how that works. Brilliant. Okay, let's have a look at some other stuff here. Globecar Vario with a similar design is in there, so you can the bed at the top. This one costs 54,250. And you see we've got a bed at the back as well. And that's the toilet, which is now being opened and closed in there. And normally I don't get such a good view of the toilet being opened and closed because I've got to do it myself. Right, well, if you've seen anything you like, do see if you can find a film in more detail on my site or somebody else's site of it. There's this green colour. That's another thing, either love it or you hate it. I think most people hate it, but never mind. It's the people who love it who's going to buy it. Okay, right, so there's a good colour on this one here. Go back to where I started from. This one with the ingenious toilet system, a washroom system. And if you found that interesting, great, and if you didn't, well, why did you continue watching it for more than 11 minutes?